Good Sunday morning, everyone. Good Sunday morning. Step out here. I think I'm going to go upload these videos for you today. Come back, and as the rain moves in this afternoon, I might just curl back up in the bed and sleep. Oh, I hope you're doing well. Look at the beautiful irises. Oh my God, aren't they gorgeous? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Oh, yeah. Hey, baby, you got some red ones out here. She says, I'll get them. Probably some more in here. Anyway, got some thoughts to share with you. Of course, I get out here and those girls start talking some more. some good thoughts. And a question for you. I got some speculation that I can do on it, but see what your thoughts are. So, first thing I want to do is a couple of quick updates. I'll go down here and show you a couple of things. Got some serious thoughts here. Real serious. So, for one of the things that I've wanted to do on my channel was one of the main goals. The main goal of my channel is to help as many of you navigate into a picture similar to what I've got here. You know, to get yourself prepared, to find the place that you want to be, and get yourself prepared for the changes that are coming. So we are experiencing some of the most massive changes right now. All right, so I'm not going to get into the topics because, you know, that doesn't get me too far with the YouTube analytics. I'm trying to show you the work that we've done here. Yesterday, we finally finished that wall, and we built this door. And you talk about, we were joking in the previous videos about built like a oak shithouse. That is a heavy door. That is the heaviest door I've ever built. That thing is, oh, I better go around and get it. Thing's heavy and huge. I might have to upgrade. Oh, and here's the rest. Can you see that? Rest of the log we milled. So, on my other channel, on a Heritage Homestead Creations, I will show you the milling of the log that we did to make that. How you like my my door there? Now, mind you, it is not necessarily square and perfect because, you know, there's some ground deviations and whatnot, and for whatever reason, when I put this beam in here, I didn't get it perpendicular. Everything else is, but for some reason or another, I missed this one about 1/4 inch on the bottom, so it's a little not square. So I've uploaded this video, or will upload this video, and please go check out the video on the Heritage Homestead Creations channel. I will leave a link in the description for that. To go in, you know, good Sunday afternoon entertainment. Something that will help you take your mind off of and away from the changes, which I'm going to kind of dance around these topics because, you know, we don't need YouTube algorithms. We don't need YouTube algorithms messing with it. But so one of the things I wanted to do with you is share with you how to put yourself in this position as close as you can, simply because I know of all of my knowledge, I know of no other way to navigate what's coming other than to be as independent and self-sufficient and in a community of people who are also like-minded, independent, self-sufficient. So each one of you are taking care of yourself, but you also can, if need be, maybe get a little assistance in times of great need when there may be, I should say, threats of changes. So, let's talk about that just a little bit. I think that mater got a little bit of a frost. The rest of them are popping up. I need to go through here and do weeding, because you can see weed seed popping up everywhere. And that will overtake things pretty quickly. Ooh, some volunteer tomatoes right there from last year. So, changes. Massive changes are afoot right now. So, if you think, for any reason at all, that we are in a constitutional republic, you need to go see a head doctor. There, look at the nectarines up in there. Look at that, they're getting there. We have what some are referring to as a pretendency. Some of the things that have been said and done by this pretendency should leave you with incredible pause in your thinking. Look at those peaches. Incredible pause in your thinking about what you think this world is and who's running it. I've given you, so my goal was to help you know to do your own research. Listen to all and follow none, right, folks? You've heard me say that. Look at all of those peaches. This will be a good year. Listen to all and follow none. And to give you some resources and let you help open your mind to other realities that are being referred to as the woo. Everything outside of normalcy, normaldom. I gotta pull these down. I don't have anything on this tree here. And specifically open your mind to the knowledge that a lot of the things that we've been told are fantasy by movies and are myths and stuff like that. Those things are happening or have happened or are real. I've led you to the continuity of the beast system, some of you, and you need to know the apples. More apples. This tree is actually going to have a bunch on it. Question is, we really don't know what kind of apples this tree is going to produce, because guess what? T started this one from seed, and we've been pulling it with us for 2009 years now. Good gracious, we've had that in a pot until we got it here. So if you think that this is a constitutional republic, if you think for any reason that these people in D.C. are running things, you got another thing coming. You got a lot of education to go. If you think the financial system and the systems that we've been living on are going to stay for very much longer, you've got another thing coming. You got another thought coming. And we are about ready to experience change, and it will be considered chaos. Won't be long. They'll be in the freezers, most of them, all but 2. And then I got a lot more work to kind of strengthen up my systems here. I got some concrete. We're going to concrete the inside there. And the amount of change that is happening right now, unless you are truly, this is kind of a catch-22 situation. This is a very hard one, because so many of you that I've talked to, once you get into some of this information, when we sit down and have a conversation, the gravity of some of these topics is enough to scare the shit out of you. And a lot of you have had issues. Look at all those beets. I replanted these beans and they didn't pop up too well. And neither did these. I'm a little uncertain as to why that's happening. This spot isn't doing too good. You can see some popped up here, some did here. I replanted here, and some came up, but not all of them. And then I put 2 more kinds of beans in here, and just in time to have one of our local deer 4-leggers come in here and eat it all down. So you can see the leaves have been bit off of them. Now they will come back. A lot of that will. These were all chili beans, and down there was the Anastasia. So you should know. Oh, look and see how the deer ate the top of that one off. Took a good bite off of that one. Took that one, this one right here, come up. Oh, I'm now starting to see our little cucumber beetles. Those things are a little son of a bitch. Oh, and they're all over here. Oh, y'all remember those from last year? I guess we're going to have to do some work. They're all down here eating. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Let's kill them off. They're eating those initial leaves. I'll have to come spray these with some God, I can't think of the oil. Neem oil. And the cucumbers, because they'll kill these little seedlings real quick if they get a hold of them. Alright, so the changes that are happening behind the scenes, unless you know where to look, and that was one of the things I wanted to help you folks with, is kind of give you some directions on, you know, things I researched. So I showed you years ago, many of you will recall, the places to look, the things to look for, to do your own research, make up your own mind about how you feel about those things, and what you got to use those things as a basis of foundational knowledge. But as I experienced, and many of you experienced, when you get into it too much, it is very, very hard to deal with, especially on, for some people, on an emotional level. God, I got to do some weed eating. Just don't have time for it all. Because it's hard. And in my journey too, I've also tried to share with you the realization is, yes, you have to know. You really have to know what's going on around you, and you need the truth. And the truth is not not easy to find. You have to discern it, specifically with things like the really, really hidden stuff, the existence of other life forms, 2-legged life forms that have intelligence and that exist on and then those who are not 2-legged and ethereal. I mean, we can go into a whole lot of things I'm not going to get into, but the point is this planet is hopping with the changes that are occurring right now, and hopefully some that we need or want to have happen, ergo the AG explosion. Supposedly there is a massive short squeeze going on right now, not to be seen until this evening. We'll have to look at that this evening and see what it is. But know this: if you have to. And girls are flying a little bit. You have to be aware, but you cannot internalize all the things that are going on. One of my local friends has a friend who's a friend of their daughters, whose brother just got killed, murdered. And T and I had that situation. Somebody we knew just before we left Montana could not handle the stresses that are going on, and he pulled out his gun and popped himself in the head. And this is going to be a result of these changes. Everything is going to get tougher and tougher and tougher because the systems that we were easily growing up in throughout our lives are failing. The stresses are showing themselves everywhere because of the wrench down, specifically psychologically, and because our education system was essentially destroyed, and we don't have the family systems to support each other and all that. So it's coming apart rapidly. This is why, in my timing, I had always recommended, hey T, I had always recommended let's just say, this is why I had recommended that you already be in this situation. Because if T and I weren't here, surrounded by the peace that we're in, and we were still having to find ways to generate income and whatnot, I mean, that rat race, that stress level of that with the combined issues all around the world system and whatnot, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be in very good health. I know right now, even with what we've dealt with, everybody. So we just had some friends come over. Some of you came and visited. It's a good visit. There might be some progress out of that. I think so. Mr. Voltage, he's an electrifying kind of guy. Came by. He's over here giggling. And everybody says when they meet me and see me, and they say, "Good gracious, you look strong." Well, look at all the work that T and I do. I can tell you what, she's got some arms and some thighs on her too. The amount of work that we do is pretty substantial. And then in the next statement is, well, you don't look 52. I said, well, I'm going to be 52 this month. This month, and I'm going to be 52. And, well, that's because a little over 10 years ago, well, actually 20 years ago, I stopped drinking sodas, and I started eating healthier. And that's been a long growing progress to figure out what, why I wasn't feeling good then. So for, at least the last decade, I've stopped doing the things that age you. I've started eating better, far better. Even if our budget didn't allow, well, we just ate the best that we could. Just maybe not as much quantity, We don't need to eat that much volume.
I got good genes. So.
Yeah, you got good genes. There's a red one right there, honey, and there's a red one right there. She's going to come over here and snatch him up. So, oh, hey, look. There's, right. Look, honey, some of the asparagus seed has popped up right there.
That one's rotten.
My rhubarb hasn't come up yet. I'm a little concerned about this. The rhubarb should be right here. And my turmeric should have popped up by now, and the turmeric is right here. I know those roots are there, so I'm a little uncertain about it. There's a nice one right there, honey. So this is why I'd recommend that you get here as soon as possible, because here's the thing. Yes, the system is still sort of in place. Yes, the prices still haven't shot through the roof yet. No, we have not gotten into exact hyperinflation. But here's the thing. How long has it taken us to do this, honey?
To get where we're at,
the
time that we've been together.
10 years. 10 years of learning. 10 years of trying this, failing at this, trying this, failing at that, knowing what we want for systems. It's taken us a long time. And then that's weird. It's way up on the highway.
Yeah. No, that's the plane. I think that
is a plane. See, we can hear everything here. And if something's off in the distance, we're always scratching our heads going, where's that at? What's that? Yeah. So, and then the time that it's taken us to get this set up, know,
This has
2
been a
years.
2-year process.
It's 2 years, and I still think we got most of this year to kind of polish off a lot of things. We still need to do the root cellar back there. I need to finish that one. I still need to finish.
We've got little odds and ends to finish.
I need to finish it. You know, the inside of the workshop. All of these things that we need to get done, and that's going to take another year. So when I tell you, you know, you just can't hop up and just pack your bags and, okay, it's time to bug out, and get to your bug out location and think, oh yeah, well, I'm safe now. No.
What do you got in place?
If you're not, don't do that. If you're not in the habit of coming out here taking care of all this stuff, and if you're not in the habit of knowing how to save seed, or how to grow potatoes, or how to store potato, and all of these things that I've shown you, can you handle that wave of change, or do you need to take it at a smaller learning process? How fast can you learn? How fast can you change, and how fast you can grow? So here's my thoughts. We're 21 minutes, 22 minutes in here. Here's the question. So since T is standing here, all right, baby, you tell them what you've been doing for how long now, just out of your fun habit.
Just out of curiosity, for the last
year and a half.
Yeah, I've been watching the U.S. debt clock, dollar to silver, dollar to gold ratios. The last time I looked at it, just not this recent.
Oh, about 5 days ago, 6 days.
A week ago, dollar to silver ratio was at 53 or 52.13. You look at it today, it is down to 48.9.
So on the
why are they going backwards?
Yeah, why is the debt clock going backwards?
Why is it going backwards?
On
gold to dollar ratio is doing the same thing. That was at 37,000
now it's
something.
30.
Now it's 34,200 and something. It is going backwards. Anybody out there want to explain that? Because I don't understand.
We got some. We may have some theories as to it, but in the end, your eyes still twitching.
Yeah, and the sun and the
it's bright.
Light
Yeah.
is not helping. So.
She was attacked as a 1-year-old by a German Shepherd, and she gets really embarrassed about it. But you can see the scarring on her forehead right here, and her eyeball got ripped out by the German Shepherd, and doctors had to put it back in. It was not pretty, and so she still has issues with that.
Yeah, it's my barometer.
Your barometer. Weather's coming in. Oh, I got a headache.
It's my barometer.
So so explain that. Why, if they're continuing to print money, why would
it go backwards?
Why would it go backwards? Why would it? Would they start rolling? And it did it real quick, because it's almost like what happens on the comics. Are they manipulating that price now because they're scared of what's going to happen and what people will find out? Because here's the thing: we were watching the debt clock since 2012 and 13. We didn't do it on a nightly basis until about a year ago, because when it really started going up after the events occurred.
Right.
What happened was we saw that number start to jump and run, and it went through 3,000, then through 4,000, and then it just popped over 5,000.
And now it's going backwards.
And it dropped down that one night. You saw it drop down $400.
Yep. I looked at it that morning, and then when I looked at it again that night, it was down $400. I'm like, what? How's that happen?
Yeah, explain to me. So what did they do? Burn a bunch of money? Did they just wipe some off of the books because maybe a bank collapsed that we don't know about? I don't know, but y'all leave your thoughts and ideas in the comments. I'd be interested to see what you think about why all of a sudden this website, who's been, it's a government website that's supposed to be tracking all this information, that all of a sudden it starts rolling things back.
Yep.
There were some other numbers that started going backwards.
Yeah. I think of what
6-8 months ago.
Yeah, but I can't remember which one.
I don't either, but
they've also changed the debt clock, the way they have it structured.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what it was months ago, a year ago actually.
Yeah.
Because our friend Christina showed us that the whole structure of the debt clock has changed.
Yeah, they changed a bunch of things. So it's there are changes happening now that are not in public.
Are these the unexplainable events?
No, I don't.
They're
I'm not.
I'm just being.
Yeah, you're being it because of my last video. Anyway, on that note, she's got hands full, so don't wave goodbye. Y'all will catch. Oh, check it out. Comfrey's getting ready to bloom. I could go along and just show you all kinds of fun things around here, but probably ought to upload this and call it good. Check out the link in. I'll put it in the description to the other channel. The fun we had with the bandsaw mill, and yeah, it's good. I got to get some of these projects out of the way and get back onto the apple presses. We'll catch you guys soon. Take care. Love y'all. Ooh, I guess I got to hit the button.